rolling.
Welcome back, everyone. This is episode 172 of the Jiu Jitsu Dummies Podcast. We are brought to you by Black Belt Digital Marketing. It's anything you need to build your business on or offline. Website design, SEO, Google Ads, graphic design, printing. We can absolutely help. Check us out at Black Belt Digital Marketing on Instagram or our website, bbdigitalmarketing.com, and you can request a free review of your entire online presence today. We are also brought to you by academysafe.org. They're a nonprofit whose mission is to help clean up the martial arts by advocating for background checks, U.S. Center for Safe Sport certifications, and concussion training for all coaches and staff members at every academy throughout the U.S. and Canada. I am the founder. Rob Ingram from McDojo Life is the executive VP, and together we're going to completely change the way people find and vet martial arts academies, that they're, but really by providing a registry of the accredited academies throughout the U.S. and Canada, all right? So we're mandating that each academy not only does the background checks and things I just mentioned, but defibrillator on premises, CPR, first aid certification, security cameras, verification of lineage, and also business insurance, which is the one that always surprises everybody. But believe it or not, there are lots of academies that are operating without academy insurance. Ben, I'm the co-hosting duties today.
Hi, my name is
Go ahead,
Ben.
Andrew.
I'm a third-degree black belt training out of American Top Team Palm Beach Gardens. Thank you for having me here again.
Always. Do you want to give your fight tape?
Oh, snap. We're going into it. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you don't have to be punching someone in the face to use an awesome athletic tape. A lot of jiu-jitsu people, myself included, have really gnarly fingers. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they get pretty torn up, especially in the gi. And you know what do we do for them? We tape them. So why not use fight tape, which you can get at fighttape.us. Go there, get tape for your fingies and your toesies.
And by the time this comes out, we will have had a wonderful hand round seminar on Saturday at BJJ in Fort Lauderdale. So that went amazing, didn't it? Oh my God. What a turnout.
Yeah, right? It did. Okay. It was unbelievable.
Very cool. People have asked me about this hat, and I never mentioned the hat. I usually don't mention that we sell t-shirts really out of respect for Flow and Roll, but he's okay with it. JujitsuDummies.shop. I have these friends' hats there, and then we have our podcast stuff there. If you go to JujitsuDummies.com, there's a shop tab, or you can go right to JujitsuDummies.shop. All right. My name is Milton Campus. I'm a black belt training out of Coral Springs BJJ in Coral Springs, Florida. We got the other Ben behind the camera. What up, Ben?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Way better than Christian. Way better. Christian would go, hi. just to be a dick on purpose. Don't forget to like, comment, save, share, click that subscribe button. We appreciate all the support. Joining us today is world champion, Panam Champ, ADCC medalist, right? Trials medalist, and black belt, Leilani Bernales. I'm not going to roll the R.
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Definitely, you speak really low. You're going to have to definitely get closer.
Okay, I'm getting
remember,
closer.
Yeah. You speak very low. All right, again, I'm going to turn myself up a little. Don't yell, Ben. I got to turn myself up. She's got a very soft voice. Welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
The history of this is I knew Enrique from Bro Science podcast. He mentioned you to me. He's like, you got to have this girl. You got to have her on. And I don't know if I communicated with you. He put us together. But then I went to Beach Jiu Jitsu, where you won, right? Are you the Beach Jiu Jitsu? Did we need to add that here? Are you the Beach Jiu Jitsu world champ? Beach International Jiu Jitsu Federation? I forget what it is, and I work with them too. Oops. Are you like officially?
I would say I'm
champion?
the queen. Yeah.
You're the queen. Oh, you're the queen. I like it. So I saw you there. And I was like, that's Leilani. That's who I'm like, I gotta say hello and invite you on. And I did. And here we are.
Yeah. That's where we met in person.
Yeah.
Yeah. He told me about you before. He said you had like a podcast and he got
best
like
podcast.
Yeah, he did mention that.
The only podcast.
So by the way, wait, listen. So check this out. So a list came out. It's based on Apple podcast reviews. So if you can go on and leave us a review, leave us a nice 5-star review. You could write something. You don't have to write something. But we are there's like 100 podcasts. We are number 15 in the Jiu-Jitsu podcast space. And then we were also listed under like martial arts podcast
awesome.
At like number, I think we're in the 40s.
So
but we're
Joe
number
Rogan,
15.
like, on our list?
Rogan was in both of those.
Okay, so we can be number 2.
I like 15. 15, I was just like, And then when I really started to investigate it, it was because it was absolutely based on the amount of reviews that they had. So,
well, in that case,
so
get out there.
So Ben's going to leave a review today. The other Ben is going to leave a review. And Leilani's going to have such a good time that she's going to leave us a review. That's 3 more. We're going to be the 14th most popular podcast
soon
in the world, in the universe. So Leilani, there's a lot to talk about here. We hit on a few things before the podcast. Tell me where you're training now.
I'm training at Lira Jiu Jitsu with Maggie and Lucas Lira in Alapata, Miami.
So does Maggie use Lira? Is she like online? She's still Maggie Grandati is how I know her.
No, yeah.
Is she using Lira?
She's using Lira. Yeah.
Okay,
she hasn't done like the full like process, the legal
the name
one.
change. Yeah, like you got to make sure it's going to stick.
Yeah. But yeah, she's going by Lira. Both Lira.
My ex-wife, who you know is
your girlfriend.
Yeah. By the way, whoa. She curses me for like one of the only things I asked her to do was change her name, and it was like a huge headache. And then we got divorced, and she had to change it back. So she had to do it twice. She hates me for that, but she loves me a little bit now.
My wife wouldn't do it.
She didn't change her name?
In Taiwanese culture, you don't change your last name.
I wouldn't do it either.
You wouldn't do it?
No, but I like my last name, and I feel like my dad would die if I change it.
Okay, so that was part of the reason. So I don't think she'll mind me talking about this. She's always asking, did you talk about me today on the podcast? So her father did pass when she was 19. She's in her 40s. He passed when she was 19 or 20, maybe 20. And she was just like, this is the last thing that I have that attaches me to my dad. But we had previous conversations about it that I'm like, this is the only thing I'm asking. That's a lie. There were 2 things I asked for. As we were getting up to getting married and actually doing the ceremony, I got a cake topper with me and my gi. I was a purple belt at the time. That was my only demand for the entire. You could do whatever you want. I don't care what colors, tables. I said, I want this cake topper, and we did it. We had one made. So there's me, Fight Sports logo, and the purple belt, and changing her last name.
Okay, but wait, you didn't get married wearing a gi, right?
I didn't because she wouldn't let me.
Okay.
She wouldn't let me. I would have gotten I would have had like a brand new, like really nice, you know.
Did you have a wedding?
I wanted to at least have the belt. Like I was gonna have like the belt, like not show, but have the belt under my suit. Under my suit.
As a purple belt.
So I was supposed to be. I was like, we waited for the cake topper to make it because I was like I was supposed to get my brown belt, and it was just like the timing, like what's happening. This is all before COVID. And we waited, and I said, wait, don't do it yet, because I might get my brown belt. And then I obviously wasn't getting it because it's like December and June they usually do the promotions.
Yeah.
So I knew it wasn't happening. I was like, all right, just do the cake top already. But I did and I got married on a cruise, so it was like it was even more fun to be out there. But that was the only, like, she had control over everything, and I was just like, that's all.
Do you want control over?
Wait. So I get the whole thing. She had that too. She did say that she was very, very happy that she changed her name. When she would get called Mrs. Campus, when she was just like, oh my God, I love that. It sounds, you know.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Roar.
So she did love that. If she was ever to do it again, I know that she would at very least hyphenate, but you know, I don't even know she'd hyphenate right now. But I get it. If we got remarried, it would be, I don't think she would do it. At least she would say she's not going to do it, but I would try to convince her.
She might think about it, yeah.
It's for guys. I mean, I'm a little bit older. For me, it was like just a tradition. It was the only traditional thing that I asked of her, so I wanted to do it. No pressure. You're not getting married anytime. Are you engaged or anything? No,
I'm not engaged.
No, okay. So we don't have to worry about it yet. All right, so we don't need to worry about it.
Sweet freedom.
Yeah. So you're with Maggie. Talk to me about how you got your start in jiu-jitsu, because you didn't start here. I
started in Peru. Yeah, so I actually never did martial arts before. I always was very drawn to them, but I don't know, my dad, he just didn't want to get me into it. I was doing a lot of surfing, and then I started college. I went to med school, and because of the schedule, I couldn't surf as much anymore, so I was looking for another sport, and I was 18 already, so I had a little bit more freedom, more independence. And a friend of mine told me there is a jiu-jitsu gym 5 blocks away from your house. You should go and try. I went for one trial class and I absolutely loved it. Loved it. And from that day, I finished the class, I signed up, and I started going like every day. If I could go twice a day, I would start like skipping class in college to just go and train more jiu-jitsu. And I wasn't even thinking about doing it professionally. I just really liked it. So I started there in 2018.
Look at Ben adding vodka to his water. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Go ahead. He was trying to be sneaky. It's just water, Ben. You could pour the water without having to be sneaky. You know, it's not a flask. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're good. And yeah, I got my blue belt at the end of 2019.
In Peru?
In Peru. Yeah. And then COVID started. So I had like a year of college, and during that year I decided to move to the US to kind of like see what's up here, because I was born in Hawaii.
For jiu-jitsu?
No, not for jiu-jitsu. I was gonna start studying marine biology.
Okay.
Yeah.
What were you in college? Were you already going through college there?
Yeah. So I had 3 years of college by then.
Okay.
I was in med school, and then with COVID, I decided like maybe I don't want to be in the hospital like every day for the rest of my life. So I was like, well, I'm going to go to the U.S., see what's up there, maybe study like marine biology.
Okay.
And then I got here to Miami. It was beginning of 2021. And I had to wait a year for me to be like a resident, and then for the government to help me with my studies and everything. And during that year, I started working at a restaurant and doing jiu-jitsu at the same time. And I started like competing. I did my first world tournament in Nogi, and I won. And it was like a big
organization.
IBJJF.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like a big eye-opening for me, because it was like, okay, this is like one of the biggest tournaments in jiu-jitsu. I don't even train that much Nogi. Like I was like a gi girl by then, and I went through the division easily.
What belt is that again?
Blue. So it just like got me thinking like, well, maybe like this could be a thing, you know. But my dad, he's a doctor. His parents were doctors, so I came from like a family.
You're not telling him nothing.
Yeah. It was.
You want to do what?
Yeah, it was a hard.
Spanish,
My hands save lives.
Yeah. What?
Literally. So yeah, I had to like just like sit on it and wait. And then I just kept fighting. I kept winning. I got promoted to a purple belt at the end of the year.
Were you going to school as well? Or this is the year where you couldn't do anything, so you're training jiu-jitsu?
Yes, that was a year where I couldn't do anything.
Thank you, U.S. government, for making
so
her
I had that excuse, you know. My dad was like, have you applied to college? And I'm like, Dad, I can't yet. I have to wait like another year.
Could you have, but you just didn't. Could you?
No, I couldn't, because like he wasn't going to support me economically with studies if it wasn't med school.
Okay.
And I already decided,
period.
yeah, if it wasn't med school, he was not supporting me.
So in Peru, because you said like you were in med school. So here, what is it, like 4 years and then you go to med school for 3? Is it different there where like you're going to college and you're immediately in med school?
Yeah, so there is different. Yeah, it's like just one career. It's still like 7 to 10 years, but you go straight into med school. You don't have to do like the biology to then go into med school.
Okay. Is it still is it something that you still think about?
I love it.
Or
like I love medicine. Like I keep watching it on Netflix. You know, like, series of doctors. And I'm very like a geek.
You're the one still watching Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I love it.
Or my wife. House. Oh.
I love all those shows. So yeah, I'm very like into it, and it's definitely like a passion, but I don't want to like pursue it as a career.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah, so my dad kind of like understands that, and the lifestyle that I want is not the same that he had.
Mm-hmm.
So
kind of,
in his eyes, you're wrong.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And
when you went to him to tell him what was, I mean, I think you said like it took a little while, but what was his initial reaction?
So his initial reaction, I told him after I won my second world title.
That's a pretty good time to do it.
So you won your first world title and he didn't know? Did he know you were training? He just didn't know you were like feeling about like I might want to do this as my career.
Yes. Right. He didn't know.
Fair enough, because maybe you're not 100%.
It was just a fluke.
Yeah.
There's only 3 girls in that division.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So once I had like 2 world titles, 1 Pan American title like on my back, I was like, well, So this is what I want to do. I'm actually pretty good at this. Like, I can back it up. This is what I like. This is what I love. I'm going to use my 20s and I'm young. And, if I'm going to fight people, I better do it now than when I'm older, So I just want to use this time to, like, try this out. If it doesn't work out, I'm going to go back to school.
Okay.
Like, that was the deal. Yeah, at the beginning, he was like, oh, it's fine. Like, as long as you go back to school or you study something different, like, along the way, he's fine.
Notice how the standards change? You'll be a doctor or nothing.
Yeah.
But, like, don't totally stop school. Just, like one class? One class?
Does he, at that time, you talked about financial support, which obviously is important. Was he like, you could do it, but I'm not going to support you? Or he's just like, I will help?
No.
No,
it's on me.
He pulled the funds?
Yeah, it's on me. Like,
let's give me that credit card back.
Yeah.
You're going to pull yourselves up by your bootstraps.
Look, I mean, as a dad, I would, fair conversation to have, I would feel really guilty. Like, I would be worried that you don't have the things that you need. I would hope that you would be open, but I would probably say, well, if you're going to go this route, I think I would say you're going to do it on your own. I don't want you to starve.
Yeah.
And I don't want you living under a box and, or under a bridge in a box. But, I've told my daughters, like, do something that you love. I didn't find what I loved until I was in my 40s, which was jiu-jitsu and then, doing all the things that I do. But it was, I tell them, I'm like, if you find something that you're passionate about, even if it doesn't seem like it's going to make a lot of money, like, there are things that you can do these days, whether it's social media or like my youngest is going to be an accountant, and I'm like, it's not so exciting. I'm like, but whatever you do, just like always think about owning your own agency. Like, don't just work for somebody else. At least that, which is where I can help them. But it's a hard conversation to have, like, that they're going to do something that's just like, for most people, like, what do we say? Like pie in the sky. Like, it's such a big dream that, and then here you go, world champion at blue belt. First time out, that's just like unheard of.
Yeah, so it was something like that, the conversation. Like, he told me, this is a way I know how to do it. You go to college, you get this job, you make this amount of money, you live life this way. If you want to do it a different way, go ahead, try it out. And I feel like it was good that he didn't give me like all that support at the beginning, because it made me realize that real life is not easy, and you have to work and you have to worry about money.
And it doesn't get any easier, just so you know.
I've coached some fighters from Peru, and living in Palm Beach or living, especially in Miami, in terms of expenses, when you're going out on your own, it is way higher here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The numbers my fighter was telling me is like, oh man, I stay at home, and for what I paid for 50% of the rent, I've got 4 private coaches, a dietitian, strength and conditioning, and transport. And I'm like, oh, snap. Maybe I need to go to Peru.
Yeah. No, it's insane. Miami is so expensive. Like, it's really crazy.
It's so expensive. It's so saturated. When I go down there, when I've driven down there, it's just like there's like scaffolding everywhere. Like, there's so many things. Like, don't they know, like, Miami's like going to be under the, number one, it's full. It feels like it's always flooding. Like, aren't you scared? Like, why are we still building there? It's like, whether it's sinking or the ocean's rising, whatever. I'm just like, I love going there, but I love getting out of there. Like, Fort Lauderdale is my hustle and bustle. Is like that for me is more like, okay, I like it. Again, get in, get out, because I lived in Fort Lauderdale. Now I'm like out in the suburbs, which is like, I love going into the cities, but I do not love staying there or living there.
Northbound, as soon as you pass Bass Pro Shop and like the old Grand Prix, that taste of like, I'm not in Miami anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy. I do like, me and my wife we'll go and find like little nuggets. If I go down there, if she comes with me, especially if she doesn't do jiu-jitsu, so if it's something jiu-jitsu related, okay, we're going to go, but then we're going to find the rest. So
yeah, it's like a date.
So she's from Ecuador.
You have to.
She's Ecuadorian. She's from New York, but Ecuadorian. So the last time was just like, I found an Ecuadorian restaurant to go to, and it was in Coral Gables. But we went, and then I looked at the menu as I got there, and it was just like $100 per plate, and I'm just like,
oh, never mind.
No, sorry, what? I love you. I don't love you that much.
Yeah.
We went to just I think it was called Seasons 52. You ever hear that? I think they're around in different places. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
See, I think it was called Seasons 52. Food was amazing, but I have to bribe her with doing something. Not even a bribe. She knows it's kind of just like, it's what we do. If she's going to come with me, we're going to do something for her or that she likes, which she loves just eating.
Miami is a good place to do food bribery.
Yeah.
The food there is amazing.
We saw there was we're driving through Coral Gables, and I guess there's a place where it fills up with water from the ground. Like it literally fills up, and then I guess it goes out at night. Yeah, it's like $15. It's a park. We drove by it. You can see all these people playing. It looks like a pool, but I think it's actually like spring water comes in and fills it up during the day, and then I think whatever the earth shifting and whatever, like it goes down and then it comes back the next day, which is crazy. Hey. But it's like cool stuff to do in Miami. But that's what I go down and get the hell out. I don't like being.
I want to leave before 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to be there at night at all.
Let's get back. So your dad now. How does he feel?
Now he's my biggest fan.
Yeah,
of course.
Biggest.
Is he bragging about you? Yeah, my daughter does jiu-jitsu. My daughter's a world champion jiu-jitsu.
Everybody.
Oh, your son's a doctor? Mine's a 4-time world champion.
This is how you really know, though. Does he have jiu-jitsu t-shirts? Do you send him jiu-jitsu stuff? Yeah, see, that's when they buy in.
All the IBJJF t-shirts I get, they all go straight to my dad. He wears them. He gives it to his friends. They have like a group chat, and he's just like sending my reels or my sites or like.
Look at my daughter kicking these girls' butts, man.
No, literally.
That's when you know they buy in, when they start wearing the stuff, because my wife was like that too. She would never wear anything jiu-jitsu related because she hated it. And now that we're back together, she's like, it's that she left that behind. So now she's like wearing my flow and roll shirts to bed, and like she gave some to her daughter, and she's like, you know, just
she's giving in.
But it's not a sore spot anymore. Now it's like she gets it. I have 3 businesses related to this, so it's like, you know, now she likes it.
My dad.
But that's the key. So he's bragging on you. He's bragging.
Yeah, he's bragging.
How could you not?
Yeah, he goes into Instagram. He's watching like the jiu-jitsu reels now. Every time he sees like a good girl, she sends it to me, and she's like, "Oh, she would beat you up."
Oh. So here's what's going to happen. Her dad is going to start posting breakdown videos, analyst videos, and next thing you know, on like ESPN South America, her dad's going to be breaking down the grappling on BJJ Jiu Jitsu.
How old is your dad?
He's 50-something, 55.
Have you ever tried to get him to jiu-jitsu? Like, hey, you should take a class, Dad.
No, okay. So I haven't convinced him, but I got his wife into
really?
trying a couple classes. Yeah, she was a natural.
Yeah, she's still doing it?
No, she's not, because she's not a nurse, but an I don't know how to
obstetrician.
Yeah, obstetrician. So she's the whole day on the hospital, you know.
Okay,
but
it's hard.
Yeah, she went a couple times when I was there, like with me.
Look, Monique, one of the owners of Ohana Jiu Jitsu, is like I don't want to. I know she's a nurse. I think she's like a trauma nurse in the ER. And I know I've talked to Bruce, her partner, about like her schedule, and it's crazy. Like I've gone there and I've done some like guest teaching. I was like just gone, and like they're like, hey, go ahead, you know, take over the class, and like I could like he lets her go, and like so she comes, she trains, she might teach, and then he gets her in the car and out. And then they were cleaning up the mats and then doing this, like, so he gets her out because she's got so much going on. Like that's a 12-hour plus a day job. Yeah. And she's still running a school, training. She just wound up getting her certifications for CPR to do the CPR certifications. I think she wanted to do it anyway, but because of Academy Safe, like they've been like, hey, we're going to do it ourselves and run the class here to get all of our coaches ready for Academy Safe. So,
you know, I totally relate to her.
It's hard. That's hard.
You know, I wake up sometimes at like 7:15. And to get my daughter ready for school by 9, you know?
Why so late?
Because, man, when you work, you got to work. You got to put in the hours, bro.
Listen,
you know, who's making French toast?
I'm in bed at 7. I say I'm in the office already because the second I get up, I'm on the phone. I'm already clearing emails, looking at messages.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes me get engaged and get up, you know? So, like, I'm starting from that early.
Yeah, no.
You know, you're sleeping too late. You got to get up.
Yeah. And do it. Get after it.
French toast.
Get after it. Yeah. I'm gonna do the Jocko thing. 4 a.m. Post my.
I don't understand.
I'm gonna get up at 3.
Cold water, just like.
Okay, hold on.
Do you see? You know who
Jocko
is?
Are you waking up?
6.
6.
6 a.m.
What time's your first workout?
8:30.
6:30. No.
8:30. So, you're waking up at 6. What are you doing? Like a morning stretch, light food, like.
Dude, I go straight on my phone. I know it's bad, but
thank God.
I had to see how many people liked my last video.
Yeah, like that's exactly what I do. I go see how many new followers, how many likes, how many views. It's my job. Like I have to do it.
How seriously do you take your social media presence? Like, are you posting three
Very
times daily? Kind of.
I try to do at least one daily, especially reels. I feel like that's the best for Instagram.
Yeah,
I mean, especially as an action kind of competitor.
Yeah,
you need that.
So for if you can get here, and we had to stop doing it because I let somebody go at the company, but we had somebody that was posting. I have 3 different brands, and we were posting 3 times a day for each brand, and that was because I don't know. Do you know like McDojo Life? McDojo, they post a lot of like videos about fake martial arts, bad actors and jiu-jitsu. It's funny. It's mostly funny, but then it's like a serious story about something bad that's happened in martial arts. And he was coaching us, and he does this. He goes out and coaches like at events and stuff. He was just like, we need to get to 3 posts a day. So like at least one video, like mix it up with like a static image, video, reel. And then you could do that and schedule it. But it's hard to do that. I do, for Jiu Jitsu Dummies specifically, I handle that channel. So it's like, I try to post every day. So it's posting either a video. I do either a clip from the show or I do something funny. I try to do something like find something.
Something trendy.
But I enjoy that because it's like, come on. You get to laugh while you work. I mean, the first business I ever had, my first real business was a funny t-shirt company. That's morphed into the podcast. Like we're talking about 2003. I started my first t-shirt company and it was all funny t-shirts. And I was like, if I'm going to work and bust my ass, I want to laugh during the day. And it was like that. We were just like the craziest things that we put on t-shirts. But yeah.
What's it called tshirthell.com?
Tshirtinsanity.com. I think I still do. I don't think I own the name anymore.
Do you think like an old shell is still up there? Like we can see your stuff?
We started at Wicked Tees.
Okay.
But Wicked is channel.
Yeah.
So they you reached out to us and were like, you have to give up that domain. And I was just like, I didn't like this domain anyway. So I went to T-shirt Insanity because I wanted the word T-shirt in the name, right? So I did change it. But anyway, posting 3 times, it's great. Posting one day, that's all great. But like from somebody he's got 765,000 followers on Instagram. So like, I'm like, if you say 3 times a day, I'm going to do 3 times a day. And we did it for a while, but it's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, no, I heard like the more you post, the better. At the beginning, I was the worst with my social media. Like I would literally only post like a highlight reel if I fought like maybe like once or twice a month. And then I started like getting really into it because I realized that's your marketing. Yeah. Like if you want opportunities, if you want sponsors, if you want anything, you have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
So I started posting like the trendy stuff. It didn't go as well. And then one day I just decided to post like a technique, a tutorial. That one popped.
Yeah.
It got me so many followers, so many views. And I was like, well, maybe this is like the way. So I just started like being consistent with that. And my Instagram has grown so much since then. And I also like started following this wrestling guy. He's called like Mugsby. And he gives like a lot of advice on social media. And he kept saying you have to post like everything you do. And if you're an athlete, it's easy because you wake up, you're ready to like eat healthy. You train like 3 times a day. You're always at the gym, always working on something. Just like turn on the camera, put it on the corner, record, get home, like edit something.
So true.
Follow MMA Coach Ben.
Yeah, follow me.
He does really good content. I'm always saying nice things about him. I'm always complimenting him about it. I interviewed, let me say this right. Do you know who Brendan McCatherine is from 10th Planet? 10th Planet, like Alabama. I forget what it is in Alabama. I forget the location. Okay. You know who that is?
No, I don't.
He's the commentator on Combat Jiu Jitsu.
Okay.
He's one of the commentators. He's like the main commentator. He's like the play-by-play guy that's like can call every move. Like, and the grappling G
something else.
PFL. No, not PFL is the big one.
PGL, Professional Grapplers League.
PGF.
Federation.
We'll get it.
Yeah, one day.
Professional Grappling Federation.
Something. Yeah.
He runs that, which is like they film it in like a week, but it's just like teams. It's teams, but you can get like individual points, and then like for the week I think they all live together. So it's a version of that. But him, I get like you're kind of doing this, and you can speak to it in a second. But one of the best things that Brendan said was he goes, he blew up on social media when he hired a guy. It's like one of his students follows him around just all day. It basically they film. If he's teaching, he's filming, and that's where he gets the funny stuff from, and just like the clips. But that guy is doing it all. The talent isn't doing which is hard. That's the hard part.
That's one of my goals. Next 2 years, I want an on-staff videographer.
Well, you have, so you're a guy that does it. What, are you setting up the camera and then, or is he filming?
He's just not in every day.
Yeah.
When he's in, he does it all day.
Yeah.
But when he's not in, I do it.
There's a new, I have the old version of this, but there's a new version. It's a different company where like you set up the tripod and then it follows you.
A DJI, yeah.
There's a new one that's 360. I just saw the commercial for it yesterday on Instagram. So that's like a great replacement for somebody following you so that you can record yourself. It's going to follow you. This one is 360. Mine is not 360. It will literally follow you wherever you go. And you can then cut it from there.
Yeah, it's way better if it moves, and it's not static. Yeah,
you don't want to go off camera and it's like, oh shit, I'm not in the frame, right? So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, no, I just got my girlfriend like, here, have the phone and just like follow me around. Yeah, and it sucks when she works because like she's not with me recording. So I just want to be at the point like, girl, don't work anymore. Just like grab the camera and record everything.
I've been telling that to my wife too. We all want that. Yeah. See, like your wife works with you, but does she have an outside career?
My wife's a PA for an acupuncturist, and then. But that's like very part-time.
She does a lot of the office work for you too, right? Yeah. But then you have a guy that films?
Yeah.
And he's a student.
He's a student. We just kind of bartered all the time. We bartered, dues for filming. He's like, when I'm in, I'll film.
Yeah.
Great.
Welcome to a new age in wellness, healing, and recovery. LaHeal Biogenics is at the forefront of new and natural methods of treatment. Friendly staff will take you through the process comfortably and help you optimize your body, heal injuries, and recover from physical stress and traumas. From red light therapy, laser treatment, to peptides, and much more. Check out LaHeal.com. Be your best. Get LaHeal. Special thank you to the crew over at Flow and Roll for all their support. Flow and Roll is renowned for their incredible no-gi rash guards, shorts, and leggings. Flow and Roll has quickly become the premier custom apparel provider for academies big and small throughout the United States. Reach out today to discuss your custom order and ask about their incredible pre-order program. You can send an email to flowandroll@gmail.com or visit their Instagram at flow_n_roll and shoot them a direct message. And yes, they can create an awesome custom gi for your academy as well. Visit flowandroll.com to check out their awesome designs, and remember, you'll get 20% off your purchase of t-shirts, rash guards, or gis with code JJD.
Is your business getting lost online? Black Belt Digital Marketing is a full-service digital marketing agency that helps you get found, get leads, and grow. We specialize in local and website SEO, so your business stands out when customers search. Our website SEO makes sure your site loads fast, ranks high, and stays ahead of AI-driven search, so customers find you first. More visibility, more clicks. More customers right when they're ready to buy. Grow your business online with Black Belt Digital Marketing. Visit bbdigitalmarketing.com or call 9542-204932 today.
So normally it's a handful of days a month. So I get, 15, 20, whatever, videos, reels, instructionals out of it.
Yeah.
So, and it lightens my load. I look at my to edit folder. It's like 108 videos each phone.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I always talk about Ben's stuff. I really do like the way that he does stuff because when he teaches, he's teaching like, especially like the jiu-jitsu stuff, like you teach the stand-up, I pay a little bit more attention to the jiu-jitsu stuff, but he's just like, okay, you put your arm here and then you like, okay, you're moving this arm this way and your foot should be here. I like that because that's how I learn in the academy. Like I'm the guy that's walking around the professor when he's showing a move, like, wait a minute, where's his foot? Oh, your foot's supposed to be like this versus, toes engaged versus,
yeah, like you watch a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, I need to see all that.
Visual.
And then I'm putting it together and then, okay, now I can go try. But if I don't know where the leg is supposed to be because I'm on the wrong side of him, right? So Ben very much teaches like, be there, do this, your core should be engaged, this, put your foot here. Like, I like, that's the instruction that I like. Brendan's like that as well. Brendan's stuff is like that
He's
too.
really good. Super
specific. And like, again, great, the move is here. Where is this arm? Am I, am I here? Am I there? How am I, what's the grip? So when somebody shows me that, it resonates with me and then I want to follow them and do more. One of the things that you could do, just so you know, like if podcasts can be, look, you're going to get invites and I can introduce you to some of the, there's like a little podcast circle that I'm involved with. Just, hey, I interviewed this girl, I interviewed this guy, and like they were amazing. It was good. Like check out the interview. And then I put you together in a chat, like on Instagram usually. and then you guys take it from there. My point was going to be with, I don't know, do you know what Opus Clips is?
No.
Opus Clips is I think there's a free version, and it puts their logo on it, and then there's like, I just did the cheaper version. I think it's like $19 a month, and you could put a whole YouTube video into it, and then it cuts the clips. So especially when you're speaking and you're interviewing, it'll cut the clips, it'll take out the ums, like you can, It's really, really simple to do. But if you're doing podcasts, like now you have 2 podcasts that you can throw into Opus Clips, this one and Roll Science, and now you have, it gives you like 20 to 40 clips, depending on the length of the podcast.
It does all the work for you.
It does all the work. You could actually literally...
have to like tell it
You could connect your social media and it'll just like, you can schedule it and it'll just post it. You literally don't have to do anything.
Wow.
I take it and then I put it in captions. I take the captions out of Opus Clips. I put in my captions. I add our logo. And then now with captions, it has an AI feature. So it does like, when you see like, if I say, Jiu Jitsu class, a picture comes in of a Jiu Jitsu class, like it's all AI now. So like it creates a picture.
No kidding.
Like, yeah,
AI is the best.
Yeah.
It's the best that has happened.
All hail the overlord.
This is a funny story. So I did it the other day. It was, we talk a lot about like jiu-jitsu for police and law enforcement. We had a ton of people on. The other day, I said it was cuffing. It was cuffing techniques, and the AI picture that it put in was 2 cops putting the handcuffs, but it was around the neck. Again, AI. Then here in the crotch, it was another neck and head coming out of the crotch. And it looked like more like S&M, like
What's so weird about that?
Well, I had to take it out. And I'm glad I caught it. Most of the time I don't catch it. I'm just like, okay, there was a picture. And I was about to put out this clip and it's 2 cops putting it around the neck. But then when I look down, there's another head coming out with handcuffs on it as well.
Like it was giving birth.
It was supposed to be a dummy, like a full dummy, but it was stopped at the legs, and then there was just his head coming out of the crotch. I'm like, what the? Hold on.
What does AI think
what
about
is
this?
It's not perfect.
I had to, when I looked at the instruction, it didn't say have a head coming out of the crotch, but I just like modified the instruction for that picture. It does it again, and then I'll put it.
Well, it sounds like AI doesn't black.
For content, for somebody who wants to put out content, like I know for me, sometimes I was like, I don't know what to put out today. Like I'm bored with the same stuff that I've been putting out, or there's enough for that episode. So then I'll try to do something funny, but sometimes I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. I want to do this.
Tired.
But I always have Opus Clips with 1 or 2, either something I've been on or this one. And then I just go in and I go, okay, oh, cool. It even titles it for you so you kind of know what you were talking about right there. And then I just, I take out the captions, I download it, and then I do my thing in captions. But this is a great way to get other content. So if you wanted to do more podcasts, let me know. I can introduce you to a couple of guys.
So
that,
when using Opus Clips.
And girls, I did one. I forget her name. Go ahead. I'll remember the name of a female. She does a really great podcast.
Do you need to tell Opus Clips what you're looking for, or it basically watches the podcast and goes, "This exchange was good"?
It's all Yeah, you can open it up and you can say, "Ooh, I missed. We need a few extra seconds." But it's a great way to do. I mean,
that's cool.
You've put out a couple apps. What do you use when you've put out stuff from here, or is it your guy doing it?
I just rip it and cut it.
Yeah, rip it through where though?
Oh no, I just screen record it. And then
okay, all right. Yeah. But Opus Clips does it, so it's a great way to have content. If you're the content creator and you're like, sometimes I'm just like, oh, that was a lot of me, like the last couple of days.
The most important person.
Yeah, there's a lot of me, and then I'm just like, okay, I got to break this up with something else. So I do other like business ones, so then I'll share it. So the other thing is like, do you like invite other people to collab on a post? Like the invite collab feature? Are you doing that?
Not really. Like I haven't done a lot of collabs. I'm trying to do a lot more with Maggie. Like we are going to try to get really like a lot of content for our UFC BJJ fights coming up next week. So we're just
both on the card?
Yeah,
right?
we're both on the card.
I saw your name stood out to me real quick. See, Granddaddy Lira. Granddaddy Lira.
I'm the second fight. She's gonna be the third fight. So
very cool. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Is this your first UFC anything?
Yes.
Right, because what was it before? It was UFC Fight Pass. It was just invitational. Yeah. So this is this it now? It's no more invitational? This is...
I do not know.
It kind of feels like this is
but I feel like they're going to be switching to UFC BJJ now.
What do you think about this?
I love it.
Did you see the show?
I saw the show.
What'd you think?
I thought it was amazing. Like, I don't know why people are hating on Mikey Musumeci. Like, he made the show so funny.
I love him. What have you been hearing? I don't feel like I heard anything bad.
I don't know. I just seen on social media like telling like why is Mikey so weird and things like that. But guys,
Because he's weird. Just
yeah,
let the man be
it's
weird.
a reality show, you know.
We're all
I love
combat sports.
I love explaining who he is to somebody who doesn't know. So like I was telling my wife, I was watching it. She was like on her phone and I was sitting on the couch. I'm like, I really want to watch this. And I'm like, he came on and he starts talking and now she's watching and I go, pause. Just so that you understand, this is basically the baddest man on the planet when it comes to jiu-jitsu. You know, if you go like the pound for pound, I believe that he's better than Gordon Ryan, right? You're talking about this little guy.
Talk about a hot
right?
take, ladies and gentlemen.
Opus clips, boom.
It sounds like
Opus
Gordon Ryan
clips.
has
Cut
a new
that out
competitor.
right here. Maybe the AI can hear me.
Milton Camp is.
I don't know if you agree with. Do you guys agree with that? I mean, I think pound for pound, he is like. He's probably the baddest guy. Remember, when you think pound for pound, like
Ever
pound
or
for pound, like
generation?
Mayweather, right? Mayweather versus a Tyson. Like you have to take into consideration the size. You know,
if like a Gordon Ryan was still being competitive, no. But I would say he's probably the next closest thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I loved him though. I thought he was
I
great.
feel like Mikey is very good, but I want to see him fighting like higher level people. You know, because he had a contract with one, and really he got like a bunch of easy fights.
Come on, Sambo is so legit for grappling. Ask him.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I want to see him with like other high level grapplers and see how he does before I say like he's one of the best pound by pound.
What I would like to see, so part of this is like UFC wants to make jiu-jitsu bigger and better. I watch anything. But whenever I try to get somebody else into watch this, you're not just going to get somebody who doesn't train jiu-jitsu to even watch this stuff or even to be interested. The only way to do that, to get casuals, right? To get the casual fan like the UFC has done, like people just love seeing people get punched in the face, and everybody thinks they're a fighter anyway, whether they train or not, right? So we're not going to get the casuals. I mean, I watched the numbers on YouTube, like impressive, but not so impressive as when you compare it. Like, this is a UFC putting out this program. I watched the first 10 years of The Ultimate Fighter. Like, I was like a fanatic. I watched every single year. But like, if you're going to get those casuals in, I think that they have to do more than just drop to the ground and start grabbing legs. It looks just to a casual, it just looks strange. But I didn't know that this doesn't look the same as the jiu-jitsu that I see in the UFC.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
no,
Lockdown players be damned. We should ban them.
Well, no. Don't go that far. Don't go that far.
Yeah, but people don't like guard pullers. But UFC is taking action in that. Like, I know for the rule set that if you're going to pull guard, you have to have an engagement and go straight into attacking.
You have to be attached. You have to be attached and be touching.
Yeah, and you have to like pull into an attack. You know, you can't just like sit on your butt and wait for somebody to like walk into your guard. Yeah, if you're gonna pull guard, you have to be very active with it. So I guess they want to change that.
I think it needs to be a little bit more dynamic. Like watching William Tackett, watching some of the other fights.
He killed it.
When they, I should have said Andrew's the younger one, right? Andrew's the one that was in it, right?
Yeah, he's the one that was in reality.
Him and his brother are both fighting on this card. Yeah. Watching him is just like, this is amazing. Like, you know, he's not pulling guard. He's not just going. He can if he's in a scramble, he's going to, if he can grab a foot, he's going to grab a foot. But he's not just dropping for the foot, which is what Mikey does, which is just kind of like, I watched all the ones that he was on. I would just watch him and then, okay, on to another show. It's not very fun. I don't find it a lot of fun, though. I like to watch the technique, and I watch it for that, like, okay, let's see what he's going to do. But it's just like,
it's not entertaining to watch. Yeah, so I feel like they're working on that.
Yeah.
You know, like they're getting different grapplers, see their style. The ones they like are the ones they're keeping, and the ones that they don't like are the ones
they do have to make it entertaining. You have to come in. I think you said this on the Roll podcast, on Roll Science. You said something about like you I can let you explain. You said something about like going from like wanting to win to wanting to be entertaining. Like to put on a good show, right? You said, is that what you said?
Yeah, I said that. So before I was like the way I was trained was like, okay, this is a strategy. You have like this amount of time to fight. You're gonna use this time to like kind of like cook them out, get them tired, and then you're gonna use this fight to score or get to a position of control and just like think about winning the match. Which I get it. It's strategy. Like if you want to win, let's say there's like $1 million on the line. I get that's the plan you're going to do. But if the point of the fight is to put on a show, like, why are you gonna kind of like pace yourself out, you know?
Yeah.
I like the scrambles. I love scrambles. I love to go into the fight and just like roll and try to catch something from there, just like scrap it out. It's what I find fun about jiu-jitsu. And if I'm going to fight, that's what I want to do. I want to go out there and have fun. Of course, like, I get that you need to learn how to control and like stabilize positions. I understand that, but I don't think it's fun.
So you can tell me, you can say that you can't or don't want to answer this. I just spoke to somebody in the last 24 hours that said something about, was it you just outside? They're talking about the contracts, UFC BJJ, about you can't fight. You just said it.
I saw Craig Jones saying that the UFC BJJ people
Easy for you to say.
Can't compete in like the CJI or
is that true?
ADCC and stuff.
I don't know because my contract is only for one fight.
Okay.
Oh, so that might have been the
contract.
The tough variation.
Okay. All right. Those guys.
Yeah.
That would be hard. I mean, it's just like whatever they're paying. You don't have to say versus no, but I mean, is it $1 million again?
I think it's $500,000.
CJI is it?
Yeah, I think you'd be hard pressed, especially if you're like a winner. You know, if you're a top 3 person where you really got a shot at making that cash, you'd be hard pressed to get stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you? Do you have a ranking like within UFC BJJ? Are they doing that yet? They kind of did it for the show.
Yeah, they did it for the show, but it was just like the men. So women, I'm guessing they're gonna do the same. Like they're gonna do a division and then they're gonna have the ranking. And right now what they're doing is they're just like getting girls into the division before they make the ranking. So I don't know if there is a ranking for the girls, but I definitely want to get in there.
I thought that was a mistake when I turned it on. I didn't watch a lot of the build up to it, but I watched the first one and I'm like, all right, let's see if they bring in any. And they didn't bring in any women. And I was surprised. I think that was a mistake.
Into the reality show?
Into the reality show. Then why didn't they have?
You know damn well why they didn't bring any girls in that reality.
Yeah, well, I mean, they can keep them
a bunch of jiu-jitsu dudes.
Well, they did it with the Ultimate Fighter.
Did?
They mixed the men and women with the Ultimate Fighter at one point.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, they did. I thought that was a mistake because when I know there's a female card on like the UFC, like I really make a point to watch it. Like if the girls' fights are just better.
Girls are so much meaner than boys in terms of fighting.
Yeah. And
this is my theory on it. You can tell me if I'm wrong. So when you're a little boy, you're going to have a tussle, you're going to have a scrap, and your dad tells you, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, but that's how, young men take care of their stuff. Girls are never taught that, right? So when they fight, there is no, I might lose. It's just, I'm going to destroy you.
Yeah.
So they like don't have that.
Well, look, we have women here. Is that the case? Is that your mindset?
Yeah. I feel it's like that. Like, I don't know. Fighting is something that I don't want to say repressed, but in most girls, it's very repressed. Like, you have to behave certain way. You have to talk certain way. You have to dress, do your hair, your nails, like certain way.
Very demure. Very
nonchalant. And they never like teach you how to like just fight and get it out there. So once you get a taste of that, I think it becomes very addictive.
Here's a question. There's a city up in the mountains in Peru, and around New Year's and Christmas, basically the whole city meets in the middle, and if you got beef, you air that shit out and you handle it. Like I saw in a documentary on it. Some guy's like, I got beef with 5 neighbors and just calls them out, fights them, and you have to fight or you got to suck it up and shut up.
Yeah. Okay.
And the whole city does it.
Men and women?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, the girls.
Do you know about that?
Oh, yeah, the girls.
And
they have like their socks.
Do you know what it's like? Is there a name for it?
Name.
Yeah, I forgot the name of the city.
The city or the name of it?
It's probably like on the.
It's like an old school tribal. You got to like hike up there. One of my guys is Peruvian. And he went home and visit family. He's like, I saw this video. I got to check it out. And he's like, it took a while.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. But he said it was cool.
Yeah. Did you like? I don't know if you said it here or on Roll Science. Did you wanted to do martial arts? Like it was something that you had thought of and wanted to do, but you didn't do it till jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu was the first time. What made you? I don't know if you said this before. What clicked at that point and like, oh, let me go to this jiu-jitsu class?
Yeah, so I did a little bit of boxing because that's like the sport I had at my club and I liked it. But I don't know.
Like a regular gym club, you mean? Like
yeah, no, it was like a surfing club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my dad was part of this surfing club and they had like a box training once a day.
Okay.
Like in there, so I just went into it, but I always wanted to learn how to fight. I don't know why. Like there was something just inside of me, like telling me, like calling me.
To your point, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to learn how to fight. I thought it was so badass and so important to know how
It
to
is pretty
defend
badass,
yourself.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Like-
so the moment I had the freedom to do it, I went for it.
When I talked before about my wife, like she hated jiu-jitsu, mostly because I was like always training jiu-jitsu. And for my first few years, my first school, I was there for 2 years. I trained 6 days a week. Saturday was an open mat. We would go to somebody else's open mat and they would come to us. The gym owner had a friend, so we would go back and forth. But I started helping with the kids class and then running the kids class. So I was there between 2 and 3 hours a day, 5 days a week, and then open mat, which is your driving. So that's 4 hours, drive, catch up with the guys, go get lunch, go train for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then go. She's like, really? Every day? Really? And that was the problem. But she found kickboxing. But just like not the sparring kickboxing, like it's a raw kickboxing in Coral Springs. Shout out to them. They have an amazing program. She found that and she fell in love with it. And then she understood the passion, like not wanting to miss a day or like feeling like I haven't gone for a couple of days. I feel weird, not getting that whole aggression out is when she let up on the jiu-jitsu, when she started to, like, I understand it. The passion and really just like I was a fanatic in the beginning. I was just like if I wasn't doing jiu-jitsu, I found Jason Scully, the Grappler's Guide.
Yep. I
found that channel and it would be like 55 arm bars in 5 minutes and I would watch those videos. So she'd come to bed, I'd be like already I'm laying in bed, I've taken over the TV and I'm shooting like the video from the phone to the TV and she says,
Yeah,
you were training jiu-jitsu for 3 hours. What now? More jiu-jitsu? And it was like, I was reading books. I read Jiu-Jitsu University. I went on a cruise and I brought that book with me and read. I was a fanatic in the beginning. And it was just like, I get it now looking back. It was like, oh, it was a bit much.
Yeah, no, but if your partner like doesn't do jiu-jitsu, I understand why it's hard to get it because it's a sport that you're just like into it the whole day and you just want to do more and more. I don't know if it happens with other sports. You know, like other athletes, is they're really like that addicted to the sport?
No, it's not the same. Like I get kids who play travel or, high school league. Or I'm going to college for soccer and they still want to kickbox.
Yeah.
You don't have the opposite. I do jiu-jitsu, but I'm going to take, unless they're children, obviously, and their parents do it. But like once they're like high school age, when they start, they're either quitting because something happened. They're not going like, I'm just going to take a couple weeks and like, play beer league soccer. Mm-hmm. No. If anything, they're like, oh yeah, my friends want me to play, but screw them, I'll see them after.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if they don't train jiu-jitsu, like it's hard to understand that like passion people have for jiu-jitsu.
And why is it so damn addictive?
I was going to say this before you were talking about you went to train and like you were like, I signed up right away. Like, there was a new guy in my gym last night who his brother, who's a white belt, brought his, guy brings his brother. They're both white belts. And he looked so nervous. So I was like getting ready. I'm sorry, I spit on you. He was so nervous. I could see it in his face. And I knew that he needed like some reassurance. And I was like, listen, don't worry about it. You're going to do some warm-ups. We're just going to do a little training. Nobody's going to jump on you and kill you today. Don't, like.
And then Milton hits flying out.
Yeah.
Smash.
But what I told him was, I said, don't worry, listen, you either love this or you hate this. There's no in between with jiu-jitsu. Nobody goes, I'm going to go train jiu-jitsu once a month. That just doesn't exist in the sport. For those guys that do it, a lot of times, at least in my experience, has been somebody who's having like problems and it's like getting that aggression out. Maybe they're, alcoholism and some type of mental health issue. Then they come back and you see them once a month and it's just like they come, they get beat up. They're like, all right, got that out. And then they go and you don't see them for a while. But it's very rare that you don't have somebody that's training 2, 3, 4, 5, in your case, being a pro, I'm sure like the people that you're around are like, they're there every day. Where the hobbyist is like, if I get there if I get to jiu-jitsu 3 days this week, I'm like, that was a win. But got so much going on, and I'm old, and it's hard to do it.
You are old.
I put it that I do like jiu-jitsu, weight training, jiu-jitsu, weight training. I try to, because 2 days of jiu-jitsu, I won't be able to get out of bed.
It's a lot on your body.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu is a lot on your body in general.
But you love it or you hate it, right? That's what happened with you. So I told him, you're either going to love this or you hate it. And at the end of the class, I said, so you're coming back? And he's like, absolutely. So I was like, you're going to know. So don't be nervous. You're going to do a class, and you're going to know if this is for you or not, because, people sweating on you. I think that kind of goes right out the window. More like, people are sweating on me. Everybody smells. This guy's gi isn't washed. But if you can get through that, and you're like, yeah, this is it. So I have a feeling like, they're still white belts. But the one brother is just like, he was like a white belt that left and came back to the school after like a year. And now he's already like recruited his brother. So like, he's really bored in this time. So my wife finding kickboxing and finding that was a blessing for me, because then I was just like, all right, I could do this. I also scaled back the training. I was just like, okay, my body can't do this anymore 5 times 600.
A likely excuse.
Yeah, right.
No way.
So you're in Peru. You're a blue belt in Peru.
Yeah.
When you get here, where do you go? Where are you immediate? Did you know people and you started training with somebody?
Before we leave Peru.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So my understanding was Peru had a very strong like luta libre scene, to compete with the jiu-jitsu scene. So did you compete at all in Peru?
I did.
So when competing in Peru, did you have like that style difference? Like obviously when you're doing no-gi, that you had to compete with like luta libre people, and could you kind of like pick out the style?
Okay, so the thing is that I didn't do no-gi in Peru.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I feel like just now with ADCC and CJI and all that stuff, like they're getting very into the no-gi. But when I was there, it was gi all week, and we only had like Fridays no-gi.
Mm-hmm.
And on the no-gi classes, like there were no girls. I was the only girl. So at the end, I just like stopped going to that class, because it's not fun to do no-gi with the boys, especially if you're a white belt.
And they're so sweaty.
Yeah, and I couldn't understand anything about the leg locks, and they were all like leg locking each other. It was just a lot for me. So I only did the gi, and when I competed a lot in the gi. If I did a no-gi fight, it was probably like once or twice.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. Yeah, I didn't meet that many luta libre girls.
Gotcha.
But I did find a lot of like judokas.
Okay. Did they have like the similar street beef like they had in Brazil, where like the Gracies and the luta libre guys would like fight on the beach?
No, I don't know about
Okay, just checking. I'm a lot older than
But there's like who is in the scene in Peru? Is it like, Brazil's right there. Is it a lot of Brazilians coming to open schools, or is it like Peruvians that have opened
actually,
schools?
there's a lot of people from Ecuador.
Really? Okay.
Yes. I was just there. Like, I was in Ecuador in June, and they have like this big team. It's called Team Predador, and what they do is they just grab the whole competition team and they take them to Peru to fight. Either it's ADCC or AGPs or whatever.
Okay.
So it's definitely like Ecuador, the most people like from outside that goes. Besides that, it's only Peruvians, maybe 1 or 2 Brazilians.
Is the scene continuing to take off? Is it getting bigger there? I feel like it's getting bigger all over the world.
It's growing so much over there, so much.
Do you ever see yourself going back and being there? Like, do you want to live here? Do you want to like...
I think about it. My dad would love if I go back and stay there. Like, every time I go, he's like, are you staying? I'm like, no, I'm not. But
why not? It just is because the competition and the training base is so much higher here that you wouldn't be able to be competitive staying in Peru?
Yeah, so right now, it's because of that. Like, the point in life where I am, I just want to be fighting as much as I can, and all the fights are here in the U.S.
True.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to go to Peru and be traveling here, like, once a month to fight? You
guys can compete way more in jiu-jitsu than you can in MMA.
Yeah, no, I fight, like, at least once a month. Sometimes twice.
Competitively in a tournament or something?
Yeah, like tournaments, super fights. I try to fight as much as possible.
You have somebody that's representing you? Are they coming to you? Is somebody going out and getting you the fights?
No, I'm representing myself. Maggie helps me a lot.
Yeah.
It's just like us doing our thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I have been thinking about going back to Peru, especially like maybe to open a gym. Like, if I go, I will go like as a retirement. But still, like, I don't know if I want to retire there. I like Europe a lot.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to retire in Italy if I get the choice. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I'm going to cut that out because that's where my wife wants to go.
My wife and I are planning. It's either like Southeast Asia or like Bolivia or Peru.
Committed. She went to Italy by herself. Before she went, she was just like, we're moving there. I'm moving there, she says. You can come if you want.
I didn't want to come back.
And then she went, like she was already, I'm moving there. I'm like, how are you going to move to a place? You've never been there. What if you hate it? She goes, she loved it. We're supposed to go to Sicily next year because she didn't get to like visit Sicily.
How long are you guys like going there? Like when you're going on vacation?
So she does, I don't remember I'll give them a shout out. She uses something called Gate One Travel.
Mm-hmm.
And they basically like, you can buy the airfare, they do the hotels, and then they give you an itinerary. And you can, for this cost, you can be part of all of it, or you can be part of some of it. So that, at least on the itinerary. So then they just brought her from city to city. They take care of the bus or vans, and they bring her everywhere, and then they walk them around. They do. It's completely, they're controlling and going as you're going with the same group, and you're traveling to all these places. So she did that,
but that's not.
And she freaking loved it. No. Well, I know. Listen, I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy to go visit Italy once and say you're going to move to a whole other country.
I mean, I did it. I moved to Thailand for 2 months on vacation. And I go, oh, I got a job offer. Bye.
Yeah. I don't think. Have you been to Europe already? Have you traveled?
Yeah, I've been to Paris and Italy.
Okay.
I didn't like Paris that much.
For jiu-jitsu or for just
So Paris was jiu-jitsu. I did the Europeans there. Italy was just like traveling with my mom and my sister, like a girls' trip.
And you loved it?
I loved it. I love the vibes. I love.
Do you love
food.
Is it? Where is the where it's all
Naples?
water? Venice. Venice is right.
Yeah,
no. She loved it there.
I went to Cinque Terre. Like it's on one of the coasts. Like if it's the boot, kind of like up the boot on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, beautiful. It was like little towns, lots of water. I went in summer, so the climate was beautiful.
Do you speak Italian? Did you speak, or does like the Spanish help?
Spanish. I just spoke Spanish. Maybe Portuguese. Like they understand Portuguese a little bit better. But if you go and speak in English, they're like, nah.
Really?
Yeah. It was like Spanish and Portuguese, and I just like mix it up.
That makes me feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm a very nice person. Why don't you want to talk to people who speak English?
American.
What did I do?
American.
So nice.
Yeah. So let's go back. So when you come here, where are you training? You first come to the U.S. Did you know people by then? Or are there people like, hey, come train with us?
Yeah, no, I knew nobody when I got here. I came with my brother, and he was like with a friend, and they were doing like their stuff. I knew I had like...
Or was it a visit, or you were moving?
No, I was moving.
Okay,
like
they were visiting.
Yeah, they were visiting. I already knew I was moving, and I knew like my dad had a friend that if anything happened, like I could go with him, and I had an aunt like somewhere around here. So I knew I had backup, but like I came by myself. And the first thing I did, I got here, I went on Google and I was like, jiu-jitsu near me, and my options were fight sports and Wagner Racha martial arts. So I ended up going to fight sports because it was way closer. And I stayed there for like 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, until 2024.
We want to talk about why you left?
Yeah, sure. We can talk about why I left.
I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah. So once I started training there, I started to date this black belt. And they had a very strict policy about coaches like not dating students. But he kind of like fell in love, and he told like his boss, like, hey, this is pretty serious, I want to like really give it a shot. Do I have your permission? And he was like, yes, of course, but you have to know that if things go wrong, it's your responsibility, and you're going to be the one leaving the team, like the student is not going to be affected by this. And I was like, okay, well, then the relationship became serious. We started, we dated for around 3 years. And by the end of the relationship, which was beginning of 2024, I decided like it wasn't working for me. It wasn't like really very romantic. It was more like a friendship. And it just wasn't like fulfilling me anymore. And I wanted to put a stop to it. But of course, like, I was already working there on the kids class. We were doing that together. Like my career was there. My job was there. My whole life was there. So finishing that relationship, like, could affect my other relationships inside the gym. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't like very sure what to do. But the day got, and I was like, okay, like, I know I want out. I'm not comfortable here. I ended that relationship. And guess who ended up leaving the gym?
Tell us.
It was me, the student.
Really?
It was not the coach, yeah. And I did not see it coming. Like, really, like, I knew it was going to be weird to, like, finish the relationship and both be there. So I was already, like, thinking about opening up and, like, going my separate way. But it wasn't my decision at the end of the day. Like, I ended up being kicked out before I could even, like, decide to leave. So, yeah, after that, I just, like, look around Miami. And it was tough because, like, those are kind of, like, the best gyms in the area. I went to Outer Heaven, but they do a lot of gi. They don't do that.
They're pretty much only gi.
Yeah, and I'm, like, more into the no-gi. I feel like that's where all the super fights and the big fights are. Yeah. And then Maggie had left Fight Sports a year before that, but her gym was more like strength and conditioning. It wasn't a jiu-jitsu gym.
The Champion Fit.
Champion Fit. Yeah, they had mats and they would lay them down, but they weren't like a jiu-jitsu gym.
I watched her progression. You're talking about when she left.
Yeah.
I watched that progression, and the old coach, the female coach at my gym, the wife of the owner wife, she would do it there. So she was, I don't know if she always, it feels like she was always under Champion Fit. She got the girls in our academy, like, in shape. Like, cause we were like all mom, like the moms of the students would train. We were great at recruiting the parents at that school. And yeah, I mean, I don't want to be rude, but like you can see the change in their bodies. It was just like, what is going on here? Like, can't look away, because like the girls got in shape.
Yeah. No, it's
and
a
it
good
was
program.
Champion Fit stuff. I remember her posting, so I know she was doing the program. However, that looks like, I don't know if she's getting coached online by Maggie, and then she was doing it, and those women got ripped.
Yeah, no, she does great. And if you see the workouts, like, they look very simple, but if you do it, like, they actually push a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and it's very much, correct me if I'm wrong, or at least maybe they'll modify something for you. It is very much jiu-jitsu related, or she can create jiu-jitsu related exercises for jiu-jitsu related movements.
Yeah, so she does that. She adjusts it for jiu-jitsu, but if you practice another sport, she can adjust it for the other sport. So it's very like tailored, depending on what.
I feel like she was like probably one of the only ones doing that when she started. Again, because being at Fight Sports, I would follow them and I would see their stuff, and I saw the evolution of it, at least just watching the clips online. So I don't feel like there were a lot of people, at least that were visible on social media, doing that. I know there's some people but like I feel like she's the one that took it to another level, especially as a female doing it. I don't think there was anybody else doing that.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else either, especially like in the jiu-jitsu world. I feel like she was kind of like the pioneer of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And so the time I left, like, her gym wasn't jiu-jitsu, so I was trying like other gyms. But then at the end of 2024, like, they decided to switch to full jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Like, she was like, let's take all this equipment out. We're just going to put like mats everywhere, and we're going to be a jiu-jitsu gym, because that's what we want. That's what people want. And really, like, that's what we want to grow with. Yeah. So January 2025 was when they like remodeled everything and opened.
Same location.
Same location.
Again, I feel like I remember seeing it online.
Yeah, but now it's all mats, and there's like a little rack at the end, but that was getting out of it.
I mean, it's such a part of, when I think about her as like, that's part of her brand. So is she still doing that, or she just does it for herself, or she's still doing it as a program?
She does it online.
Okay.
So yeah, she's going to move the gym into her home, and she's going to do like the videos at home. Okay. And then just expand the mats on the gym, because we're getting so many new students. Yeah. Like, if we started with 4 people, like on the competition class or the regular classes, now the mats are packed. Yeah. Like, there's classes.
Is there a big female presence, for obvious reasons?
Yes,
I think that's what's missing here in South Florida.
We have the same amount of female students and male students. Yeah. That's a very big goal.
I was very proud of that at my old school. Unfortunately, things happened, but I was very, like, that's how I pitched it to people, even men, women, somebody looking to put their kid. I say, the difference with us is we have a huge female presence. A huge female presence on the mat is always good for females, for safety. Surprisingly, I was wrong. But in our case, I was wrong, but I really feel like that really is, more often than not, it is something that people should be looking for. more females, more women around. If I don't know if they have a kids program yet, but more in my school, more women around the kids. It felt like the kids were safer because there were women looking and you know.
So yeah, I feel like if women are comfortable in your gym, that's a green flag. And we just started a kids program 3 weeks ago.
Very cool.
This is our third week. I am leading the program. Guess what? I only have girl students.
Yeah, really? That's good.
Yeah. I started with one girl, then another one joined, then another one joined, and then another one. And now I have 4 girls. And there is one boy that he goes like maybe once or twice a week.
Yeah.
But
what age are you starting? Like what age to what age?
We're going 8 to 12, 14.
Will you take younger than that or too young?
Depends on the size and how fast they learn, you know, because like I started from zero, from scratch. So I got like the first group and they were all like the same size.
Yeah.
So it depends like whoever comes, like age and what size they are and if they can work with the group that I already
Way
do.
easier to start with that group.
Yeah.
When we started kids classes at my gym, we just had 8 and up. And then after we kind of got something moving, they're like, all right, now we can go a little bit.
I feel like you kind of need, at a point, if you're doing like a lot of schools will say 4 to 8, like you have to have their own class. And now you've got 2 different kids classes, which isn't always in the cards for everybody. It's just like, that's another hour-long class with just kids.
No, those at that age, 4 to, like my 4 to 7-year-olds are 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the big kids
running around. Right.
No, I'm telling you, the parent number one things they want to see is you can go, hey, line up, and their child goes from being rabid to lining up. They're like, anything is possible.
I just reposted a video. I think it was actually Matt Arroyo from one of the Gracie Jiu Jitsus up in Tampa was doing like a reaction video to it, and it was, I think it was like women just acting like they were kids, like what it would look like if adults acted like kids during the kids class. And they're just like, hi, I'm 7. Like, you know, like she was just doing like all the crazy things. Well, there was a whole bunch of women doing all the crazy things that kids
pulling
do.
on belts.
Which was hilarious.
On heels.
Yeah, just like
they're so
2
weird.
kids like laying on the, like looking at each other, just like staring at each other on the side of the mat, you know, just like the whole class is going on and they're just like touching each other's faces.
Like straight eye contact. It's like, guys, that's not normal.
So how many kids you have in that program now? You just starting it?
So far 5.
5. That's good.
Yeah, with
It's
3 weeks in?
With 3 weeks.
That's good. You have more than one new kid a week.
It's growing.
So like I know, I mean, I don't, there's 2 parts to this question, I guess. It's like, how comfortable are you as a competitor, like training with the guys? And is it like, or do you still train with men? And is it just like, if I'm going to compete against women, I should be like rolling with women? On the competition side of it, forget about like the hobbyists and the kids for a second. Because I mean, I like, you know, I have a ton of different girls that we repost and like that watch the show since they were a little bit younger. And I know they want to come on the show. And I'm usually like, wait till they're a little bit older. Because like the kids episodes don't do great. Like they need to be like adults. So like I've had Helena Cravar on when she was younger. So like they do okay, but like she had a bigger name, so that episode probably did better. But like ones when it's just kids, it's kind of like they can't like how much experience life experience do they have?
Yeah, they're still kids.
But like, what is your like? I feel like competitive women teaching other girls that want to be competitors is more ideal than just throwing them to a class with guys. Thoughts on that? Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, so I used to train a lot with the boys because at Fight Sports, like there weren't that many competitor girls. Like it was just me, Jasmine, and maybe like a couple more. So we will mix it up, not with the men, but with like the teenage boys, which were like kind of like similar to our size, but they were like still stronger. And sometimes it just like didn't make sense. Yeah. And now that I am with the Liras and we have so many girls, I don't even want to train with the boys anymore.
Yeah.
Like, it gets to a point at the training where they want to mix it up. And I'm like, can we just, like, stay with the girls? Because, one, I don't want to get injured. Like, I don't think any of you guys are going to injure me on purpose. But you're still, like, bigger. You're heavier. And if you move, like, if you do a fast and uncontrolled movement, I'm not going to be strong enough to actually, like, control you and take care of myself at the same time. So I think that if you have a strong, like, female team that you can train with, they don't have to be all professionals. They can be white, blue, purple belt. It doesn't matter. You can find a way to train with them. But I love training with women. I think it's the most realistic.
We used to, again, now I understand why we did it. It was my understanding of it in the situation or at the time was different. they separated the men and the women. In my old school, they took, where there was offices, they basically put mats. So the women originally they were in a different class at the same time, and the women would train on the other side. And they got good, way faster than the guys because Sophia she's a world champ. She was a badass. And then the men were on this side. Then they combined the class. We would do all of our warm-ups together, but when we rolled, they put cones down the mat and about a little bit more, depending on how many women were there. And a lot of times, sometimes it was more women than men in our classes sometimes. They would put cones on the mat and the women trained on one side and the guys trained on. And the only way that you were really training with the women is if you were a smaller guy or like some of the teenage boys were like matched up really well size-wise with somebody. You had to be told to go there, though. It wasn't just like, well, I'm going to go train with the women. So like their son would train with them, and then like a lot of the boys that were like maybe like just turning 16 and have their green belt or something. But usually you were directed to train. But that was like a big deal. I was just like, oh, I thought, again, a father of girls, I would rather that than some of these creepy old men like rolling with a 16-year-old girl. Yeah. I said this to somebody yesterday, even when like there were some girls, there was one girl, she was like 12 years old and she was taller. She was like my height. She was just a big girl, really tall. Her mother was really tall. Her father like was super tall. She was a big girl. I used to roll with her, but after like the drama had happened, her mother was always there. So sometimes the mom would be like, go roll with Milton. And like, she'd be like, oh shit, I gotta roll with Milton. And then sometimes I started to ask her mom, like, is it okay if I ask her to roll? I would ask her mom because I didn't want to be the creepy old guy. And I knew she didn't love rolling with me. So then her mom saying, yeah, roll with Milton was like a good, like a way for me to get her to roll. But I just didn't, after all the stuff that happened with Fight Sport, I just didn't like, I was like, this is great. They've separated everybody, but I just felt uncomfortable. Like, I don't know. I felt like the girls got together and like that happened because like the girls were like, we don't want to roll with them. So
honestly, we don't want to roll with you. Like, if I'm being honest, they were looking forward to it.
There were a couple of girls though that were like really super tough and needed to like, just like they competed and they needed to roll with some of the guys to get like just a harder, like they're going to compete and they were larger girls and they needed to compete with the guys. So, but again, always their choice. I to this day, I almost just about never ask a woman to roll unless she's like, hey, can we, like, she has to come to me because I want her to feel comfortable and I feel good if they feel comfortable with me. And I'm also not going to be like, you know, jump on top of them and put all my weight and stuff. I usually pull guard, let them work. You know, the tougher ones, I'm trying to beat their ass too.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, I just don't, I don't know. I think one of the things that we're lacking in South Florida, I'm glad that Maggie's doing it, I'm glad to see you doing it, is besides really, I can think of like Jasmine as somebody who competes, who also trains. But then there's, you know, the RMA kind of falls into that fight sports thing. So it's hard to sell somebody to go there. I used to tell everybody, like, if you wanted to compete, especially kids, I'd be like, you need to go to Wagner's. If you want to be in South Florida and compete and you're a kid, like, you need to go there.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to change.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, we understand some people don't want to go there because of all the history they have, which is, like, totally understandable. And it kind of, like, sucks that they are, like, the best options here in Miami, and that's it. So our goal is to give, like, a safe space, not just for women, also for men that don't like that vibe, to have, like, a good level training and competition training and get everything they need without, like, all the drama and whatever is going on.
I've said it before. We had Wagner on before that craziness happened. I think he's a very nice person that just made a bad decision. Fight sports as a whole, same thing. Bad decisions were made. I don't think that necessarily most of the people there are bad. You know, most of the people. It's not that the people. It's that system has that stigma of making those decisions that led to certain things happening. So they're great schools, great for competitors, but it's hard to tell somebody to go there, which I used to, especially, I swear to God, like people that I've interviewed, people that have kids are like, oh, I'm coming to Florida. Where should I go train? I'm like, oh, he compete, like you need to go there. And, you know, now again, for girl, I feel like there's no place that I don't know where to send somebody that says my daughter's competing.
Lira Jiu Jitsu.
There you go. Asked and answered.
Yeah.
So on the third, it's at the 31st. So
yes,
the 31st, where is that? Vegas?
Vegas.
It's Vegas. You're going to Vegas? First time you've been to Worlds and stuff.
I've been to Vegas before, but it's gonna be my first time on the Performance Institute of the UFC.
Are you gonna go early to train and kind of get acclimated?
I'm gonna go on Monday, like 3 days before, because I'm cutting weight and I don't want to like get on the plane that close to the waiting and hold on the water and then having to struggle to like lose it.
Yeah.
So I'm going with some time in advance to sweat it out, train a little bit.
How much weight do you normally cut?
I usually don't cut.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I usually don't cut. I used to like fight at 125. What in 20?
Oh, you're fighting Mikey's sister?
Yeah.
Just know the name.
Yeah. So I used to fight at that weight in 2021, 2022. But then for ADCC trials, I put on some weight to go up to the 145 pounds division.
Okay.
And I kept the weight. And after that, like I wouldn't cut. If it was either that weight or I would go like heavier or open class. So it's been like 3 years.
Since you've had to cut?
Yeah, since I did a weight cut. And now Maggie like called me and she was like, hey, they want you to fight at UFC BJJ against Tammy Musumeci, but they want it at 125 pounds. Like, are you going to be able to make the cut? And now I'm like, yeah, with you, of course, because I know she has like the weight cut program and she knows how to do it and she was going to guide me through. And she's doing the same weight cut as well because she's fighting 145.
Yeah. So like you walked in with your salad. Is that like, are you like on a strict diet?
On a strict
like,
diet, especially this last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's been like, it was a 20 pounds weight cut.
How do you feel about the matchup?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. Like, I know Tammy's going to pull guard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I ever seen her like wrestle or pass guard.
Did you see Helena's last fight? Forgive me. I don't know the girl. I don't know the woman that she fought, but when she pulled guard, the girl, she jumped over the guy.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Zula.
Zula
Mai. Yeah, I fought her.
Okay. She jumped right over that guard, right? Is that the... Now, I'm somebody who does that to the old guys. Like, I do just like tap their knees and jump over. But it's usually like we're starting in that position, so then I do it. But that was like she just went like... She just like walked right over it. Is that the prescription to beat a guard puller like that?
I don't know. I feel like it's definitely an option. Like I've seen it happen more than once, but you really have to practice it and you really have to like trust your timing because if you fuck up, you're
giving your leg.
You're getting your leg into them. So I wouldn't do it. That's not my plan with Tammy. Like I'm gonna use another strategy, but yeah, I guess if you practice it and you really like trust that you're gonna get to mount, go ahead and send it.
How much? So you say strategy. I'm curious about like on the competitive side of jiu-jitsu. Like I feel like I can't like I go just my normal training and when I maybe competed, there wasn't really necessarily a strategy other than like get on top, stay on top. You know, smash. My coach was 265, I was 240. Like get on top, stay on top was always the thing. How much strategy is there really, and does it go right out the window most times once the match starts?
I feel like it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least with me, you know, because like I have such like a scrambly and crazy like style of fighting that you can tell me the plan, you can tell me the strategy, but like once I get there, if I'm feeling something different, I'm just gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when I fight, it's not me fighting. That's something like weird. I don't know if it happens to everybody, but I have been talking about this to my therapist because like I didn't know what was going on. But every time I fight, I feel like it's not me. It's like another Leilani that just goes and takes care, and I trust her 100%.
That's good.
Yeah, yes. No, I actually like it. Like I like it because I fight. I have no idea what's happening. Like some
people say like it's like this. You flip a switch.
Yeah.
Like that person's the fighter, and then as soon as we're done, we can hug it out and all that stuff, and then turn it off and go. But right?
Yeah. As soon as I step on the mat, that's not me anymore. That's another version of me that's gonna go there. It's gonna fight until the match is done, and then when I step out, like I get back into my body.
Is that person a scary person?
It is very
you?
Scary. Yeah. Yeah, I like her. I love her.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, you go and you do whatever you have to do. I'll be here outside cheering for you.
Yeah.
Like I train you on the training mats, you know, and everything. But when you fight, that's all on you. So like, yeah, we can have a plan. But if that Leilani decides to do something else, that's on her. And I know like she's gonna take the best decision, and she's gonna be there feeling the other person. Like she's just flowing.
Yeah.
And I just like let her be. So yeah, of course there is a strategy, and like we think about the strategy and we have like a plan when I walk into the mat. But if things don't go as we planned, I know I can trust her that she's gonna like figure it out and take the best out of it.
Yeah. So what's your prediction?
Oh, I feel I'm gonna finish her. I want to say armbar, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard you say again. I listened to the Roll Science podcast. Is that like your go? Is it your go-to? Is that like your?
Yeah, it is my go-to.
You like to chase the arms?
I like to chase the arm. I feel very comfortable there. I feel very comfortable with triangles as well. Like I have a good sequence from their like back to arm.
Back and forth.
Yeah, I don't touch a lot the legs. I have been working on them, and I know if I get there, like I know what to do. But definitely, like my strong area is gonna be the upper body.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm looking for, like when I'm training and when I'm fighting. So that's what I'm going to look for as well with Tammy.
So when you as you move forward, if you could say like, this is what I want after this, when you win this fight, I would assume that there will be some an invite back from UFC BJJ. I guess that's what they're calling it now, right? UFC BJJ, not the invitational side. What does that look like for you? Is the path to success in jiu-jitsu getting a contract with like a UFC or a ONE, or is it, what is it? What does that path look like for you?
Yeah, so I know ONE is out there. I don't want to say I'm not a big fan, but I don't know if I would sign a contract with them because it's like, it's not as often, like I've seen Kelly has been killing there. She's gotten a couple of fights, but it's been like maybe
Who's
twice.
Who?
Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
I don't know her last name.
I know you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
So
champ.
yeah. So she had like maybe like 2 or 3 fights per year, and then of course like if you don't sign a contract, you can do ADCC, you can do CJI, you can do another one.
You can't do that stuff.
No.
You probably can't do that.
Yeah.
stuff.
UFC is probably going to be the same. Like you find a contract and you stay with them. But I like UFC and I like the brand that they're building and I like everything they do with the athletes. So I'm feeling comfortable, like just staying with them.
So you get to go train at the Performance Institute for the first time now.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
Yeah, I just want to fight on that bowl. Like I just want to get there, get inside the bowl, see how like the.
Have you been able to train? I know like some places have like they've made their own walls or their own.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess for CJI it's really a straight like a triangle. This one is curved.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
Have you spoken to anybody that has a little bit of experience with it to be like, hey, what do I expect?
No, I haven't. I have seen like footage, a lot of CJI or the Karate Combat to see how they use the walls, and I'm kind of like just like learning from that. And then...
stay off the walls this match.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think people are. As this evolves, I think people are going to have it in their gyms.
Yeah, I mean, we want to put the walls at Lira.
Yeah, I think like the B team just has like a corner.
Yeah,
they set up the corner of it, so you get that whole feel.
Yeah, they have the little area. Yeah, no, I would love to put like the pit, maybe not a bowl, but like the angles. On both sides of the mat, so you can just like play around. Yeah. But yeah, I love it. I feel like if you're playing guard, it might not be your best friend because your back gets stuck and it kind of like stops you. But if you're on your feet and you're passing, you have like the angle, and you have the part over. I think it's great.
So do you still surf here? Are you a surfer here in the U.S.?
There's no waves in Miami.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No
what about like Fort Lauderdale? Like Fort Lauderdale, Deerfield?
No, you have to
Jupiter.
go like more.
Even
north.
more?
Yeah.
Jupiter and Juneau have decent surfing from what I understand. And if you go up a little further north into like Vero, but it's all like smaller wave, longboard, kind of like chill surf. Yeah. And then the Gulf is a little more aggressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I thought that. I mean, I know like if I go to the beach, I usually go either to Pompano or Deerfield Beach, and I thought it was because of the what do you call that the whole thing it goes out over the water, whatever the deck that goes all the way out. Because of that, when they put stuff in obstructions, it makes the waves crash differently, and then they kind of create surfing. No, am I completely wrong? No. All right, then I'll shut up. I have nothing about surfing.
No waves that I know about. Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about Miami.
Really?
Yeah, I was thinking about going to California because then you have jiu-jitsu and you have the waves, and that's pretty much everything I need to be happy. But I like the Miami weather. Like it's summer all year long. You're like, there's no waves, but you can travel, and whenever you're traveling, you can go and have like a little surf trip.
It's so hot here right now. It is so hot. I went to Costa Rica to this place called Heroes BJJ. It's a nonprofit, and they give free jiu-jitsu to like kids in the surrounding cities. They pick them up. They give them everything for free. So I went on a retreat there, which was amazing. They do a lot of surfing instruction. So one of the head coaches, his name is Nacho. He's a black belt. He's like the head coach of the kids program. When you go there, you can sign up for his like surfing classes, and he takes people out and go surfing. I'm dying to go back. I went with a friend. A friend was doing was the instructor. BJJ After 40 is his brand. He and his wife were the instructors there, so I went for that, and now I'm like, I'm like dying to go back. My daughter gets married in November, so I can't go again till after November.
Wow, congratulations!
Thank you. She I can't go. There's just too much going on to go before. But it's also like after raining, like that was like end of raining season. The last time I went, it rained the whole time. I got stuck there for 4 extra days. The airport shut down because like the rain made the like sinkhole, like potholes in the landing strip. So we couldn't leave. Like there was 16 people, and some people had couple, and everybody had to stay, and people went to another airport. It took like.
Wait, but did you stay at the airport?
No, I stayed. No. I got to stay at the hotel. I just extended my stay at the hotel. We got up and we were waiting for the van to take us all to the airport, and all of a sudden you just hear like texts go off. Like every minute somebody else's text went off with like the airline saying like your flight is delayed. So the first people were like, your flight is delayed, your flight is delayed, your flight is delayed. And I'm like, not me. I was like the last one. And then Delta called it, and then we found out like everybody starts to get online and looking, and it's because it's been raining the whole time we were there, and the airport. I didn't know that the airport closed after we landed, but we didn't know because we're not watching the local news while we're there. We were just like, we're training jiu-jitsu, going to the beach. They take you on all these excursions, and got stuck there. But it was great because it was like forced relaxation. I was like, all right, and they do one like every week for a while. So it's just like 5 days of jiu-jitsu. And then like Tom DeBlas comes in, and then Brendan McCaffin comes in. And like there's just all these like famous like social media people mostly. And then they didn't have one starting after the week. So we just went, we were able to train they were like, come down.
Yeah.
The hotel, like walk down a hill and boom, there's the academy's there. You walk back up the hill to the hotel. Yeah, it was really nice. Yeah. That's fun. Surfing. But my point to that was like they have a surfing. I didn't surf, but they had surfing. Yeah. All right, so we're going to start to wrap it up. A couple of things real quick. I'm going to do this really quick. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay.
We call this the drill down. This is like a lot of time. We didn't get to post for questions for you, and I apologize. It was just like last minute. I was at a conference. He was at the conference. We were at a martial arts conference last week. So like I didn't get to put this in. That was my bad. But normally we post for questions. But we do this thing called
the drill down,
which are the most popular questions that people ask. So we just go through them really quick.
Okay.
You can expand on the answers, but we're running short on time, so you got to be a little bit quicker. All right. So these are, again, most popular questions that we get. So gi or no gi? What's your preference?
No gi.
No gi. Takedown or pull guard?
Takedown.
Favorite submission?
Armbar.
We went over that one. Music during rolling. So you get to control the music in the gym. What are you playing?
Okay. I'm playing Sabrina, Lola Young, Billie Eilish, Mac Miller. I like pop.
Okay. What would you do if you hadn't have found martial arts? You think you'd still be in medical school?
Yeah.
So in Peru, you would have been a doctor. You did come here, and then you were switching to marine biology?
I was gonna do marine biology, but after the biology, like if I had to choose, I think like I
go into the medical field.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you somebody that do you watch a lot of stuff online? Are you watching a lot of it other than your own stuff? Are you watching like instructionals? Are you watching people's videos? Are you like watching tape on your competitors?
Yeah, I do. I study a lot. I watch a lot of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, or do you buy like the instructionals?
I do not buy instructionals. I rather like study matches.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool. Who's your favorite competitor to watch?
Right now, Andrew Tackett.
Are you a fan of like MMA, like the MMA side of things?
Not that much.
No, so that's not in the cards for you. Like,
yeah, very jiu-jitsu.
I'm a badass jiu-jitsu competitor. I can put on the gloves. No.
I've been thinking about it. I'm down to put on the gloves. Maybe not right now, but yeah, it's an option.
So, what is your ultimate goal in jiu-jitsu right now?
To be the best grappler.
Yeah. What does that mean? What does that look like? Is it a UFC title? Is it multiple titles across?
So right now it's looking like a UFC title.
Yeah. That's cool. I know you said your preference is gi, or no gi, but you do gi.
I do gi.
All right. So this is a big question that we ask people: do you or do you not wash your jiu-jitsu belt?
I do not.
Why?
it's not that sweaty.
No?
I don't sweat that much.
You don't sweat that much, but what about the other people and the mats and this? No?
So if I feel like it's very like wet and dirty, I will wash it. I don't think your powers go away.
That's the part I'm looking for.
I don't think your powers go away because you wash them
That's
out.
the part that I'm looking for.
Welcome to a new age in wellness, healing, and recovery. Laheel Biogenics is at the forefront of new and natural methods of treatment. Friendly staff will take you through the process comfortably and help you optimize your body, heal injuries, and recover from physical stress and traumas. From red light therapy, laser treatment, to peptides, and much more. Check out Laheel.com. Be your best. Get Laheel. Special thank you to the crew over at Flow and Roll for all their support. Flow and Roll is renowned for their incredible no-gi rash guards, shorts, and leggings. Flow and Roll has quickly become the premier custom apparel provider for academies big and small throughout the United States. Reach out today to discuss your custom order and ask about their incredible pre-order program. You can send an email to flowandroll@gmail.com or visit their Instagram at flow_n_roll and shoot them a direct message. And yes, they can create an awesome custom gi for your academy as well. Visit flowandroll.com to check out their awesome designs, and remember, you'll get 20% off your purchase of t-shirts, rash guards, or gis with code JJD.
Is your business getting lost online? Black Belt Digital Marketing is a full-service digital marketing agency that helps you get found, get leads, and grow. We specialize in local and website SEO, so your business stands out when customers search. Our website SEO makes sure your site loads fast, ranks high, and stays ahead of AI-driven search, so customers find you first. More visibility, more clicks, more customers right when they're ready to buy. Grow your business online with Black Belt Digital Marketing. Visit bbdigitalmarketing.com or call 9542-204932 today.
All right, guys, so we're going to start to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up. I have some gifts for you. So I did, let me just make sure. I'm going to let you can choose one of these, okay, because I need them for other guests. So these are two different styles.
Okay.
And the main thing is, like, I have a big head, so some of them, like, I always go for the ones that are a little bit wider here. So these are from Leo Optics, right? You can go on to leooptics.com. You can put in code JJD to get 10% off. There's a bamboo sunglasses and then a little bit more like a traditional sunglass. Check them out. You can show them to the camera and everything. Ben? So here's a new set for you. You have to remember to bring a set to the studio.
Yes.
Or if you need to leave one, you can leave one. So I have that, and then it has, I like that.
I like the
And
black belt.
it has the red stripe. If you're a blue belt or purple belt, and you want to, when you check out, you can request your color, your belt color. I have those, Ben. I love those. Basically, like, if I'm wearing black, I'm wearing these. If I'm wearing like brown and other colors, I put those on. So very cool. Again, leooptics.com. Get 10% off with code JJD. Don't forget about the BJJ box, everybody. They're back as well. We get quarterly boxes from them now. You get 20% off your first box with code JJD20. And then let's not forget about Laheel. I got Laheel. Yeah,
I like it.
For me, it's always
like a
about the
hard
size.
choice.
My big fat head, like, sometimes it's just tight here. I like to have a little bit of space.
I like this better.
Go ahead. You can look at you. Did you see yourself in
Yeah,
both of them?
I-
Leave the camera on her. Did you try the other ones and see yourself in the other ones?
I did. But
The bamboo are better.
I love
Those
the
look good.
bamboo, but I don't know. I feel like I just do better with black.
Yeah, me too. So Laheel.com. I have the Laheel shirt on. Laheel, LEHEAL.com. Don't let pain or injuries hold you back. Schedule your free in-person or telemedicine consultation today with Laheel.com. Let them help you get back to doing what you love. For us, it's, training on the mats. Mention the podcast. You get 20% off your first visit. All right. I also have, hold on. Let me do this real quick. I don't know if do you like hat? Do you see like this style hat?
Yes, I love
You wear
it.
hats?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to let you choose whichever one you want because I have a whole bunch of different colors, but these are two of them. Flow and Roll hooked us up with a crate. Like, he gave me like 7, 8 hats, I think. You can choose the color that you want. Okay. So you have that in your glasses. And also, what size are you? What size do you normally wear? I see. I'm like, oh, she's tiny. I brought you a small.
Okay.
Now we can always connect and give you a better size.
Oh, that's
I did
nice.
bring.
That's nice.
Sure. but that's super tight. I don't know.
Okay.
I when you put on your T-shirt, I was just like, oh, she likes to wear T-shirts large.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to this one and I'll get you a better size. Okay.
Perfect.
Good. All right, guys. Ben, you want to say
Me?
anything?
Well, we have so many things
Go
going on.
ahead.
Well, first and foremost, tomorrow, Academy Safe is supporting myself in presenting a hand wrapping seminar at A&M Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Fort Lauderdale. This will be out way past when it happens, so you know it was a wonderful experience. That hand wrapping seminar is supported by Academy Safe and Fight Tape, providing all of our participants with goodie bags and providing your school with an assurance of safety on some level.
There you go. Did we say a portion of the proceeds? We said that?
I didn't say that.
A portion of the proceeds from the hand wrap seminar are going to go to Academy Safe. So thank you for doing that.
My pleasure.
We're tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I'm very
excited. By the time this comes out, it'll be done.
Yeah.
But you can check it out. Check him out, fighttape.us.
Fighttape.us for your gauze and tape. MMA Coach Ben for some awesome instructionals. And if you're a striker, September 7th, I am bringing the International Kickboxing Federation's Point Muay Thai program down to Davie, Florida at the Davie PAL. You can sign up online at ikaffightpromotion.com and bring it on out.
We'll be there. We'll have Academy Safe. We'll have a table there as well.
Yes, sir.
Very cool.
Happy to have you.
Leilani, let me give you a minute. Do you have anybody you want to shout out? You want to say, you can mention your social, the gym again.
Yeah,
This is your time.
I want to shout out to my Instagram, Leilani Bernales. If you guys want to learn Jiu-Jitsu with me in Spanish, go ahead and just follow. I'm going to be posting a lot of techniques very often. I also just started a kids program at Lira Jiu Jitsu. So if you want your kids to learn Jiu-Jitsu from me and compete, just send them my way. I will get them ready. And if you just want to train around Florida, go and visit us at Lira Jiu Jitsu.
Where are they located? What part of the city?
Alapata.
Alapata.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, everybody. Thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Check us out at Jiu Jitsu Dummies on Instagram, really everywhere for all the ways to watch, listen, and support. My personal IG is Uncle Milty BJJ. You're good? IGs, quick.
MMA Coach Ben at fighttape.us. It happened to me too. Damn it.
It always happens. Flow and roll, fights. Go ahead. MMA Coach Ben.
MMA Coach Ben and fighttape.us.
And it's at fighttape.us for those, it's the domain, but it's also the handle.
Yes.
The dot is in the handle for.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for watching and listening, everybody. Peace, love, jiu-jitsu. Us.